there in comic book land. It is Friday night, and it is time for my third video of the night. I did 2 unboxing videos for some packages I got in the mail today. And now I'm going to be doing a review video for the comics I picked up on 10/10 of 2018. Let's get started, shall we? Superman number 4, foil cover. I liked this cover better than I liked the variant. I'm quickly fading on this series. I don't know. Bendis seems to be drawing this out a little bit, just getting too much involved. It's going to go on for another episode, another issue. You know, the art is good. Concept is kind of cool, but it's just he seems to be stretching it out some. I'm getting kind of bored with it. You know, like I said, maybe it's just that I've never been really a big Superman fan to begin with, and I was just buying this because of the hype of, you know, Bendis, writing it and getting a start and everything. But I think I'm pretty much done. You know, it's not the quality of the art. The art is good, but the story is just, I'm going to give it a 2.75 out of 5. The Wrong Earth. Good series. Sophomore effort. Pretty good. Left off in an interesting way. I will definitely be getting an episode, number 3. It wasn't as good as the first one, but I can understand why it wasn't. But I'm willing to keep getting it for a while. The art fits the story. It is, I mean, a lot of it is exposition, just because, you know, it's the 2 different people trying to figure out what's going on, how they're doing, you know, what's going on, you know, where they are and all that. So it's understandable, and it's still pretty good. I'm going to give this a 3.0 out of 5. Excuse me. Project Superpowers number 3 picks up where the last one left off and amps up the stakes. And I'm really enjoying this series. It was, you know, especially for a series of a bunch of superheroes I never knew existed before. I'd never heard of this before until Zero came out, and I'm really enjoying this. This is, you know, the characters are unique. The situation is really interesting. It's, you know, it's fun. I'm going to give this 3.5 out of 5. Detective Comics number 990. 10 away from 1,000. The continuation of the story where Batman starts to investigate what he just thought was a simple murder, which turns into something bigger, dealing with Two-Face. I don't know. Some of the comments that Some of the dialogue of Batman seems a little out of place. Like one of the lines in here says, "I've battled new gods, man. This gang of fools can't even shoot straight, apparently." Really? Then that's Batman. Robinson doesn't. I don't know if he seems to be gets the whole Batman thing going. It just seems the dialogue seems a little stilted and out of place. Not sure. And Two-Face seems to want to give up a little too easily, even though this does end on a cliffhanger, kind of a cliffhanger, but, end at a certain point to be continued in 991. I don't know. I'm still going to give this a 3.75 out of 5. Wonder Woman 56. Look at this cover. This is sick. This is awesome. I have never collected a single issue of Wonder Woman before. The reason I picked this up is because it's part 2 of Wonder Woman and the Justice League Dark, The Witching Hour. This is part 2, and I mean, seriously, gotta love this cover. I loved the first issue. This one wasn't as good as the first issue, but it's good. It's continuing the story. There's some really interesting things going on here. I like all the different stuff that's going on. You have Constantine and everything. People going in there, you're introducing new situations and the intrigue, and you have Deadman and everything. So, yeah, good. I'm going to keep it up. I mean, not getting Batman Wonder Woman series, but I'm going to continue the story arc, which will be in Justice League Dark, Wonder Woman 56, and a couple more. I think it's a 5-issue arc, so it's going to be or 6, something. I don't know. I'm getting it. Now we have the Immortal Hulk #7. Look at this. This is a variant cover. There are some awesome variant covers this week, and this one. This comic was awesome. You have the Avengers trying to take out the Hulk. You have Tony Stark in his Hulkbuster uniform. You have Thor. You have She-Hulk. You have Captain America. You have Miss Marvel. You have Tony Stark's Thorbuster. Not Thor, but Hulkbuster uniform. Even with that on, he gets his ass handed to him. Thor goes down with like 2 punches. You have She-Hulk sitting there trying to take him on, and Hulk, as smart as he is in this, knows how to deal with her. And they have this whole debate between Stark and Captain America on whether to engage this new protocol they have from orbit. The fight didn't go anything like I thought it would, but it was a really good issue. And the protocol, I don't want to say much about that, but every single issue of this series has ended with this really weird, good twist. And this one is, excuse me, no different. And I cannot wait to see what happens in the next issue, because I'm not going to let you know what happens at the end of this. If you haven't read it, if you haven't been keeping up, get it. Read this issue, because it's wow, awesomeness. This is a 4.5 out of 5. Now, my last comic, Cursed Comics Cavalcade. It has 10 different stories, basically $1 a story, because this was $9.99. Most of them are pretty short, a couple pages long. The Wonder Woman was, I think, the longest. That would have been Wonder Woman in Siren Song, and I think that was one of the weakest. The Batman in Gorehound was, I think, my favorite. You have Zatanna in Halloween Hayride was my second favorite, which is I think that's was the last one of the yes. And I don't know, the Black Lightning and Katana. I've never really been a big fan of Black Lightning. Katana never would have been, but that's a good story. And the Robin and Solomon Grundy story, which is not a pairing that you'd normally think of, but those were good. It was a fun read, especially for the time of year. It was worth the money, fun to read, just kind of a lighthearted thing. And each story was different, and there was different art with different stories, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. All right, that's it for this week. Let me know if you bought any one of these, and what you thought of them, and like and subscribe. Bye.